Welcome to Mzansi Confessions. On this platform, I get to share with you all of the confessions and secrets that I receive from around the world. Let me read for you the first confession. It reads like this. Hi, I just joined your group and I need help and to get something off my chest. I would like to stay anonymous, please. I am a 23-year-old man and I had a very beautiful boy with my 20-year-old wife about 2 months ago. We had an open relationship and we had a few rules to abide by whilst doing this. The problem is I lied and I broke some of the rules. I cheated on my wife. What really hurts me the most about this situation is when I was growing up, I grew up without knowing my father, not because he was dead or something, but he was alive, but he never bothered even to come and check on us. He even lived in the same location, but he would just pass through our house without even coming inside to check up on us. So when I was growing up, I had promised myself that the day that I got married, I'll make sure that my family will always stay intact. But I have destroyed everything that I was trying to build. Most of the times I am home alone because my wife has just moved out with my son, and I have become like my father because I am trying to solve my problems by drinking alcohol, and I am afraid that I am going to be like him because each and every time I find myself drinking alcohol and I'm always drunk. Please help me. I need a support group because I don't have any friends. I just feel alone. So last night was the worst night of my life. I asked myself, what am I really living for? And I thought of killing myself, but I just told myself, let me go outside and get some fresh air. So I drove out of my neighborhood and I drove towards Khayelitsha. What I had in mind is I wanted to buy a gun, then I would just shoot myself in the head or to get some drugs. I did get them and I drove back home, but when I arrived home, I told myself that I don't want to be a drug addict. But with everything that is happening in my life, I am afraid that it is going to be my solution. Please post for me as anonymous. Maybe I can get some help and advice from other group members. That was a confession from Anonymous. Let us move over to our next confession. Hi, please post for me as anonymous because I want to know what others will think about this. I am a married woman, but I just want sex 24/7, and my husband is now complaining about it. He says that he needs a break. As for me, I don't want any break. I just want sex all the time. Before we go to work, I demand sex from him. If we can, even on lunchtime, I go to his office and I will demand for sex. The situation has gotten so bad that most of the times when my husband is sleeping, I feel like having sex. Then I begin to please myself using my fingers. There are some days that I feel like having strong sex, so I force him to drink some Viagras. Now it has gotten to a point whereby his dick can no longer work without him drinking some Viagras, and he is complaining about it. But as for me, I just want to satisfy myself. Please tell me, is this normal or is there a demon that has gotten hold of my body? Because now the feeling that I have, every man that I meet on the street, I look at him and I feel that I should just have sex with every man that I meet on the street. Please help me before I lose total control. That was a confession from Anonymous. Let me read for you the following confession that I received on WhatsApp. It says, hello my brother, please post for me as anonymous. The thing is, as I am writing this message, I am writing it with such great sadness. I was born already HIV positive, and all of my life I have been avoiding boys because I have been always afraid that I will infect them. So recently I have met this great guy. This man is the man that I want to marry, but I haven't told him that I am HIV positive. The problem that I am now facing is this guy, he says that he wants to marry me. The main reason that he wants to marry me is because I have never slept with any guy before. So he's very proud that he is going to marry a complete woman. Himself, he is HIV negative and he doesn't suspect that me, I am HIV positive. Please, how do I tell him that this is my condition? And if I tell him that this is my condition, is he going to accept me, or will he just dump me? I really love this guy. Please help me out, guys. That was a message that I received from Anonymous. Let us move over to our next confession. It reads like this. Hello, please keep me anonymous. Me, I am having 2 relationships at the same time. The other relationship is 7 years and the other relationship is 4 years. But both of the guys don't suspect anything. I have been dating them at the same time, but now I am starting to feel guilty because both of them, they want to marry me. They are giving me pressure that I should move in with them as soon as possible. I really wish that it was possible for someone to marry as many people as they want, because I don't want to lose any of these guys. I love them equally. Now I am planning that if any of these guys get to marry me, what I am going to do is I am going to fall pregnant for the other guy as well, because I just love them totally. That was a confession from Anonymous. Let me read for you the next confession. It reads like this. I am a married woman and sometimes I fake an orgasm, or sometimes I masturbate after having sex with my husband. My husband doesn't know that I have never reached orgasm ever since we got married. Many times when he is on top of me, I scream so much as to make him believe that I am having an orgasm, but nothing will be happening. His manhood is never strong, it is always weak, and it just can't make me have an orgasm. So what I do after having sex, I will tell him that I want to go to the bathroom and bath myself, but when I am in the bathroom, I will just rub myself until I have an orgasm. Such is my life, but I just stay strong because my husband is financially stable. That was a confession from Anonymous. Let me read for you the following message that I received yesterday. It reads like this. Hello, my brother. Please post for me as Anonymous. I am a lady who is aged 37. I have 2 children, a boy and a girl. I can safely say that I am happily married and also employed by a local bank. Everything in my life as well as my family life was doing great until the lockdowns began. When we were in the lockdown, I noticed that my son's clothes were always full of blood. His father later confronted him, but he said that there was nothing wrong with him, but his room will always be locked and he will always be playing death metal music. Even if you knocked on his door, he will not answer. He will only come out to eat, bath and use the toilet. Then he will lock himself in his room again. Lockdown came and it went, but my son's behavior changed. His father then noticed that in the bin there were a lot of used razor blades. After having a lot of fights with our son, I was shocked the day that he told us that he had been cutting himself. As I cried, I asked him, "Why, my son, why are you cutting yourself?" And he said that he had joined Satanism on Facebook and he needed to sacrifice his blood. When we entered his room, there were pictures and t-shirts written, "Satan is God." These pictures were everywhere in his room. After that, he just left until today, and he said that he doesn't want to come back home. He wants to live a free life. Please help me with prayers because I might die anytime. I cry every time that I look at my son's profile picture, because on his profile picture there is a picture of Satan himself and it is written, "Hail Satan." Please, when you post, tell me, because I want to follow in the comment section. That was a confession from our dear sister. She is in deep need of prayers. Let us move over to our next confession. It reads like this. Hi, please post for me as unknown. I need advice. I don't know what must I do, because at my house, me and my cousins, we are fighting because of our grandmother's grant money. For me, I am fine because I am working at Mr. Price, but 2 of my cousins' brother are fighting over grandmother's grant money. Situation confession is very bad. Yesterday, my brother stabbed my husband on the head because my brother was demanding money from Granny so that he can go to the tavern and drink, but Granny refused to give him any money. When my brother saw that Granny was not going to give him any money so that he can go and drink, he began to be so violent that he wanted to break the TV in the living room. That's when my husband interfered and said to my brother, "You must man up and go to work and not trouble Granny." Then my brother took his pocket knife, then he stabbed my husband on the hand, but we did not go to the clinic because Granny said if we go to the clinic, my brother was going to get arrested for that, and already my brother is out on bail. How do I tell Granny that she is also the one to blame because she defends my brother every time that he steals something in the house? Last time I bought a TV, but it just went missing. When I wanted to call the police, Granny refused. Please tell me what to do. Granny, I really love her because she took care of me since I was young. My mother died when I was still young, so Granny is like my mother to me. That was a confession from Anonymous. Do you have a secret or a confession that you want to share with the rest of the world? Please contact the confessions team on WhatsApp. Now I am going to play you all of the other confessions that we received on WhatsApp as well.
Ngingumfazi oleminyaka engu-36 ukuzalwa. Ngisebenza eshop ethengisa impahla etown. Ngifuna ukuhlambulula kumkami kodwa ngiyesaba. 16 years back ngazithwala isisu kodwa ngangingakwazi ukuthi ngesikabani. Lokho kwakungoba ngangilala lamadoda amaningi ngithola imali. Ngithe ngisibakwazi ngokuthi ngikhulelwa ngatshela umama. Wathi ngitshela boyfriend yami ukuthi isisu ngesakhe ngoba yena kibo bale mali. Wavuma, wabuya wazongilobola njalo usemgcinela umntwana lo waze wakhula. Umenzela yonke into. Ngesaba ukumtshela iqiniso ngoba lokho kuzomphula inhliziyo kakhulu. Angisakwazi nendlela yokuthi ngaqalela kuphi ukumtshela ngoba lokho kuyangidla ngaphakathi. Lami, I need closure.
That was a confession from Anonymous. Let us move over to our next confession.
Please keep me anonymous. I'm a 26-year-old male and I'm in need of advice. For the past year, I've been having a sexual relationship with this gay guy in my area. He comes from a well-off family and he has his own monies and properties. I'm a straight guy and I'm certain about that because I have a girlfriend. So this gay dude gives me a lot of cash just to have sex with him. I had sex with him countless times because he doesn't hesitate to give me money. The thing is, I'm broke, good-looking guy, and I'm under pressure of trying to make my girlfriend happy all the times by buying her gifts, perfumes, clothes, and everything to keep her smiling. I'm currently unemployed, and my chick doesn't even bother to ask me where I get the money from. The thing is, I want to stop having sex with this guy because I'm very straight and I don't want to see myself changing to being bisexual or gay. The guy gives me around 3,400 rand every time we smash. I feel like a bisexual. So, Bafed, what should I do to end this thing?
That was another confession from Anonymous. Let us move over to the next confession.
Hi, please hide my identification. My Ben 10 wants to do hlof tomorrow and I'm scared because I'm married. I'm a married woman of 2 kids. My husband is also good in bed, but I just want to experience it Ben 10. Is it wrong just to experience it with no strings attached or what, guys?
Do you have a secret or a confession? Please contact us on WhatsApp. In the meantime, please listen to these confessions.
Hi, can I please be kept anonymous? I think I have a problem. When I was growing up, I dated this guy and he passed away when I was doing grade 11 and he was doing matric. So what happened was I dumped him on the 11th of February and he sent a text saying, when I see you, I'm going to marry you. And if he was found dead on the 14th of February, the cause of death was headache. So I tried to move on, but he kept visiting. And one time he said I should break up with my then boyfriend because he is here. And he came again. I couldn't see his face. He turned his back on me. I was running towards him. My last dream, he was wearing some shirt. It was short. It was a short crop top. He looked awful. Now I'm afraid, Hore, my relationships are not gonna work because of him. How do I get rid of his spirit? And mind you, we didn't have sex. Please help. Thank you. Hello, please help. And please hide my ID. Last week, me and my friend we got really drunk. The guy is a bodybuilder and carried me off to my bed. As he was removing my shoes, he accidentally brushed my crotch, which led me to getting aroused. We then kissed and gave each other hand jobs. The guy wants us to continue with this new friendship, but I have mixed feelings about this whole situation. What should I do?
That was another confession from Anonymous. Let us move over to the next confession.
Please do not insult me. Do not judge me. Just correct me. I did abortion last year, not because I wanted to, but because things were not okay. I was even sick that I was not even going to school. So I had to do abortion so that I can write my final exam. I felt guilty after killing my own child. I was deeply hurt. I was always crying. When it's raining, I felt like he's feeling cold. I'd go to the toilet with a blanket and cover the seat hole. Was going crazy. Well, now I found out that I'm pregnant again. I'm so happy. I don't want to lie. I even started looking for names and stuff. But the problem is my boyfriend doesn't seem to like the child. He doesn't talk about it. He doesn't ask if I'm okay or not, like he's totally quiet. I'm dying alone with the food cravings, cramps, backache, and all those sicknesses. Sometimes even when he hears me crying, feeling pain, he'll just keep quiet and look away. He also said I should do an abortion. I was hurt to hear him talking like that. He's the one who said if I can fall pregnant again, he'll be so happy. Now I'm pregnant. He's starting to cheat. Sometimes he doesn't sleep at home. Like yesterday, I slept alone. He's not yet back. I don't know what to do. I need some advice. Please help. Hello, Brother Nashi. Please pause for me. I'm 28 years old and Bear is 35. We have been dating for 6 months now and he's been the best and loving Bear. I fell pregnant in just 2 months of our relationship, but I wasn't aware, so I found out when I miscarried within 3 weeks of my pregnancy. I told Bear about it and we managed to put it past us. At the hospital, they didn't clean my womb. They said the pregnancy was still fresh and I won't have any other after effects, so they just gave me medication. Fast forward in December, I found out that I'm pregnant, but I was shocked because I went straight on my contraception injection after miscarriage. When I went back to the clinic, they did a scan and they said I'm ready. I'm already 3 months pregnant and my womb has a slight opening. I told them I miscarried. Then they said I was carrying twins. I lost one. We talked with Bear, and since he was facing a hearing at work, I'm about to start studying and he's unemployed, so we decided to abort. He agreed to assist me with the money for abortion since I'm already late, but now he keeps on delaying. I'm 18 weeks as we speak, and it's getting riskier for abortion, but it seems like he's no longer taking it serious. He keeps on saying he will give me money. What should I do? Please do not judge. Hi, please hide my name. I'm a 23-year-old boy dating a 26-year-old girl, and I love her so much. We've been dating for 10 months now, but my problem is that I fail to satisfy her. I always had doubts that she doesn't enjoy sex with me because every time after we have sex, she becomes angry and moody. So she ended up telling me that my muffing sucks and that I love sex, but I can't muff her. And I've never done that to anyone before her because I told myself I'll never suck a pussy in my life. But as I met her, I tried to muff, but it breaks my heart that she becomes bored whenever I try to muff her. I wish I can get someone to teach me how to muff her before I lose her. Hello, I am anonymous. I had a boyfriend who was particularly jealous, controlling. He even told me that he was really bothered when I went out with my friends. He would always criticize the atmosphere and how men are only looking for sex. Everyone but him. In the final days of our relationship, someone posted a bunch of pictures and videos of him cheating on me on Facebook. That was when I realized that all his preaching was only to hide that he had no loyalty, no willingness to commit, and he was a hypocrite doing exactly what he condemned. Ladies out there, be careful of people who are too controlling. Sometimes they have a lot to hide.
Those were the confessions that we had for today. Until we meet again, keep on watching this space.